Okay, so topic for today is proof of cash. So let us discuss. Okay, proof of cash is bank reconciliation statement that presents each line item for both the prior and current periods with separate columns for cash receipts and disbursement. This tool helps identify discrepancies, errors, or potential fraud by examining cash flow patterns between the entity's financial records and the bank statements. So again, ang proof of cash ay bank recon din. Kaya lang, ang pinagkaiba sa proof of cash, dalawang period ang pinag-uusapan. The previous month, okay, the prior month, and the current period or the current month. Okay, the previous or the prior and the current month. Okay, dalawa yan. Now, meron din sa proof of cash na columns pertaining to cash receipts and disbursement. Okay? So, kung paano yan gawin, paano yan i-prepare, let's proceed to another slide. Okay. Dito sa guide format natin, dalawa yan. May bank side, may book side. Mamaya papakita natin. Pero that's why pinakita ko lang kung ano yung dapat nyong i-familiarize if you want to, di ba? Para hindi ka na masyado mag-iisip. Kung kabisaduhin mo, kabisaduhin mo. Okay? Pero later on, i-explain natin bakit ganyan yung naging application niya. Okay? So, these are the guidelines lang. Okay? Para meron ka na agad kumbaga pagbabasihan. Okay? Even without analyzing. Alam mo na yung application. Okay? So anyway, appreciate lang natin yung mga items na nakikita natin. So again, sa proof of cash, may 4 na column, prior month, okay? Balance of the prior month, and for receipts, for disbursement, and for current month. Okay? Klaro yun? Tapos may mapapansin ka sa syempre doon sa pinakataas unadjusted balance, pero ang bottom line palaging lalabas adjusted balance. Okay? Next, if you will notice, bank side to, no? DIT means deposit in transit. Okay? Tapos may isa pang DIT. Okay? The point is, yung DIT kasi na isa pertaining to prior and then yung sa pangalawa pertaining to current. Now, kung paano application yan, bakit ganun, explain natin. OC, okay, alam na natin yan, minus yan. Outstanding checks, kaya lang may prior tsaka may current period ka for that. Okay? Next, ano naman tong over BAD? Okay? Ang over BAD means overstatements of bank disbursements. Okay? Or pwede natin sabihin bank debits. 'Di ba? Ang bank debits meaning nun may disbursement sa bank account mo. Okay? Tama? So, pwede ring understatement of that. Okay? Pero again, it can be pertaining to prior period, okay, and current period. Okay? Ano naman tong bar slash BAC? Bar means bank receipts, okay? Pumasok na pera sa bangko mo, okay, sa bank account mo, pero slash, ibig sabihin din nun, may bank credits, di ba? Pag credit ni bank yung account mo, meaning nadagdagan yung pera mo. So, bank receipts yon. Okay? So again, it can be overstated or understated. And it can pertain to prior month or current month. Depende. Whatever will be the application, ito yung guide. Okay? Next. If you will notice, meron ditong arrow. Hinahati niya yung mga columns, no? Pero yung arrow nandito sa left, pertaining to prior month. Okay? Sinasabi lang niya, pertaining yan sa prior month. Etong nasa right side, okay, pertaining to current month. So, ibig sabihin, yung receipts, disbursement, current month, okay, dapat yan ay patungkol sa current month. Okay? Pero dun sa unadjusted balance, malamang hindi tayo sure. That's why sa bottom line, okay, kinukuha natin yung adjusted. Okay? Pero take note, sa bottom line, yung adjusted, purely dapat yung receipts, disbursement, and current month balance should pertain to current month. Okay? Purely. Dapat para lang sa current month yung mga balances ng mga column na 'to. Okay? Klaro 'yon? Yan. So, for the meantime, yan muna. Okay. Next, sa book side, ganun din. Okay? Parehas lang naman din ng application niyan, class. Yung guide format ng application, parehas lang yan. Pero, syempre, naiba lang yung uh, reconciling items name. Okay? Kasi book side na to eh. So, this time, credit memo tayo or CM. DM, debit memo. Okay? Tapos, may BOD tayo or BOC. BOD means book disbursement. Okay? Tama? So, book disbursement means book credits din. 'Di ba? Pag credit mo yung cash per book, meaning nun, nabawasan ng pera, so malamang may disbursement. Okay? So, overstated man yan, understated, depende. Prior month man yan, or pertaining to current month, depende. Okay? Ito yung guide as application niya. Next, ano naman tong BOR or BOD? BOR means book receipts. Okay, slash book debits. Okay, tama 'di ba? Pag may debit sa libro ng cash, 'di ba? Ibig sabihin may na-receive na pera 'yon. So book receipts. Okay? Again, overstated or understated pertaining to prior or to current month, this would be the application. Klaro 'yon? So anyway, yan. Again, notes and tips. Okay? Ayan. If you will notice, sinabi dito, prior month balance plus receipts minus disbursement is equals to current month balance. Okay, balikan natin. Kung mapapansin nyo, no, may plus, may minus, may equal. So, prior month, pertaining yan sa last month. Pero ending balance yan ng last month. Kaya lang unadjusted, then we will get the adjusted. Now, whether unadjusted or adjusted, itong formula na to, prior month plus receipts minus disbursement equals current month, okay, effective yan. Okay? So, unadjusted man or adjusted, we do that to check lang kung tama yung naging result. Okay? Nung proof of cash na ginawa natin. Okay? So, again, so ang prior month, beginning balance yan ng current month. Okay? Ending ng last month pero beginning balance ng current month. So, plus mo yung receipts for the current month. Minus mo yung disbursement for the current month. You will get the ending balance for the current month. Unadjusted man or adjusted balance. Tama, di ba? O, yun ang ibig sabihin yan. Okay? So, next. Okay, yung iba dito nasabi ko na eh. So, yung hindi ko na lang nasabi. Ito, yung last bullet point. When items are close together, the signs are different or the application is different. Okay? Plus and minus or minus and plus. So, pag magkalapit daw ang items, malamang yung signs ng items na yon magkaiba. O yung application ng dalawang yon na magkatabi, magkaiba. It's either negative or positive. Okay? Positive or negative. But when items are far apart, magkahiwalay, the signs are the same. Or the application is the same. Plus and plus or minus and minus. Negative, negative or positive, positive. Okay? So, in other words, opposites attract. Di ba? Pag magkaiba, normally daw, it attracts. Okay? So, positive, negative, kaya magkadikit. But similarities distract. Okay? So, kapag parehas ng sign, parehas ng application, malamang yung items magkalayo yan. Okay? Again, this is tip lang or simple technique for you to guide kung tama pa yung ginagawa mo, no? Pero take note, this is not an absolute rule. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin, may times na may mga mamimit kang mga reconciling item, in effect, no? Na kung saan, kahit magkadikit, magkapareha ng sign, pwedeng magkadikit. Magkalayo, pwedeng magkaiba ng sign. Okay? Tama po ba? Hindi siya absolute Pero normally, pag magkalayo, magkapareha ng sign yan or magkapareha ng application. Pag magkalapit, magkaiba ng sign or ng application. Okay? So, ito yan. Yan. If you will notice, dito sa format natin. So, magkalayo sila, no? So, pareha silang positive, positive. Ito naman, magkadikit. So, positive to, ito negative. Okay? Opposite attracts. similarities distracts. Okay? Ito rin, magkalayo, okay, pero parehas negative. So, tama yan. Ito, magkadikit, negative, positive. Okay, tama? Positive, negative, so magkadikit sila, no? Ito, magkalayo, yan. Parehas negative. Ito, positive, magkalayo. Okay, kasi parehas nga. Tama? So, yun yung guide natin, eh. Okay. So, diretso tayo sa problem. Okay, para ma-appreciate natin. Okay, so if you want to, screenshot the information, you may do so para hindi ka na patingin-tingin pa sa information. Okay, diretso ka na lang doon sa discussion or explanation na ginagawa ni Sir ngayon. Okay, so punta na tayo sa solution. Yan. So unahin muna natin yung sa bank side. Okay, sa bank side, so meron kang May, meron kang June per given. So anong kukunin mo dyan? So yung May, bank statement balance, ito yon 127.20. Kaya meron ka dito, 127.20. Yung June, 202,800. Kaya meron ka dito, 202,800. Pero take note, unadjusted yan. Next. Okay? Bank to, no? Bank side. So, kung kukunin mo yung mga bank debits and bank credits or bank disbursement tsaka bank receipts. Per given, meron tayong bank debits or disbursement 24,720. So, kaya natin nilagay yun dito, 24,720. Now, yung bank credits or bank receipts, question mark. So, we have to compute it. Pero kaya nating ma-determine yun kasi meron nga tayong formula na prior month plus receipts minus disbursement is equals to current month. Tama? Okay? Kaya lang kasi dito, ang binigay, current month. So, para makuha mo lang yung receipts, you will do working back method or squeeze method. Okay? So, paano yon? So, 202,800. Okay? So, kaya naging 202,800 dyan, binawasan ng 24,720. Tama po ba? Pabaliktad tayo eh. So, instead na bawas ang application ng 24,720, plus yan. Tama? Tapos, kaya nakuha yung 202,800 kasi dinagdagan ng beginning balance na 127.20. Pero pabaliktad tayo, kaya minus yan. Minus 127.20. So, you will get 106,800. Okay, as the receipts. Okay, so, nakita niyo yung class? So, kahit kulang, no, at least tatlo given, kaya natin ma-determine yung kulang. Basta, we apply this formula. Okay, kung hindi man straightforward ma-apply yung formula, we can use working back method. Di ba? Yan. Next. So, doon na tayo sa mga bank reconciling items under each period. So, prior month, current month. So, unahin natin sa prior month, sa month of May, meron tayong deposit in transit, 54,000. So, plus yon. So, kaya ka meron ditong plus na 54,000. So, ito lang dito muna tayo mag-focus sa column na to. Next, meron tayong outstanding checks. Alam nating bawas yan for the month of May, 13,440. Okay, kaya meron kang bawas dito. Okay, you will do the math. Okay, plus minus, you will get the adjusted balance for the month of May, 161,280. Okay, yan lang muna. Saka na natin intindihin yung effect niya sa other items. Doon naman sa June, unahin mo yung sa June. Okay, meron kang deposit in transits, 52,560. Okay, alam na natin yan. Ang impact niyan plus. Kaya meron ka dito sa column ng June plus 52,560. Meron kang outstanding checks na 4,680. Okay, for June. Tama ba? So, pagdating sa column ng June, dito sa natin, proof of cash, minus. Okay? Now, do the math, you will get the adjusted balance 250,680. Okay? Now, this is the challenging portion. No? So, you have to appreciate ano yung impact ng mga reconciling items na yan sa receipts tsaka disbursement column. Okay? So, unahin natin yung sa May, deposit in transits na 54,000. Bakit pagdating sa receipts, no, binawas siya? Okay? Take note, yung deposit in transit ng May, pagdating ng June, malamang hindi na yung deposit in transit. Malamang i-clear na yun ng bangko. I-consider na niya yun as valid and verified receipt. So, dadagdag na dapat yun, or normally, dadagdag na yun sa receipts sa buwan ng June. Okay? Tama. Sir, bakit bawas? Okay. Kaya yan bawas kasi napasama siya diyan. Okay? Tama po ba? Sa 106,800 na yan, napasama yung 54,000. Bakit ba natin binawas? Simple lang. Ang objective natin for receipts column, disbursement column, June column, ang objective natin sa baba, yung adjusted balance, dapat yung mga amount na yan purely pertaining for the month of June or for the current month. Tama po ba? Yung 54,000 na pumasok, no, for June is related yan sa May talaga. So, tamang ibawas natin. Kasi ang gusto natin sa bottom line, June lang dapat eh. Tama? So, bawas. Next, yung deposit in transit sa June, alam nating dapat June talaga yon. Okay? Pero in reality, malamang ma-clear pa yan ni Bangko for the month of July, di ba? Kasi delay nga eh, may timing difference. Pero ang point, alam nating for June yon, dinagdag nga natin eh, to get the adjusted balance for June eh, di ba? So, dapat, dagdag din yan sa receipts. Kasi ang receipts na gusto natin makuha sa bottom line pertaining to June. June talaga to eh. Itong 52,560. So, dagdag siya. Tama po ba? Okay. Next. Ito naman, outstanding check 13,440 for the month of May. Okay. Malamang, magkiklear na yan sa bangko for the month of June. So, napasama siya as disbursement for the month of June. Okay? Nandito na siya sa 24,720. Pero ang point natin, sa bottom line kasi dapat pertaining only to current month, to June. Di ba? Itong outstanding checks na ito, na na-clear for the month of June, related talaga yan sa May. So, dapat mong tanggalin. Tama? Kaya bawas siya dito. Okay? So, yung outstanding checks naman na 4,680 for the month of June, binawas. Okay? Kasi, doon naman talaga dapat yon. Pero ang point, dapat ipakita mo din as dagdag disbursement. Dagdag ibabawas, di ba? Dagdag siya sa maibabawas, no? To get the balance for June. So that's why yung 4,680 na yan, dinagdag mo sa disbursement para malinaw lang na part talaga siya ng June. Okay, disbursements. Okay? Kaya mo siya plinas dito. Okay, so do the math, you will get 105,360 for adjusted receipts. Okay, and disbursement 15,960. Okay? So again, if you will notice, pag magkadikit, magkaiba ng sign. Pag magkalayo, parehas ng sign. Ayan, parehas sila. Negative, negative, magkalayo. Positive, negative, magkalapit. Okay? Klaro yun? Tapos, yung formula natin, beginning balance, di ba? As adjusted, plus receipts, minus disbursement, you will get current month end balance as adjusted. So, parehas, no? 250,680. Okay? Next, dun tayo sa book side. Okay? Unadjusted for the month of May, 158,640. Ito yon, cash account balance. Sa June, 216. So, nilagay lang natin dito. Okay? Next, book debits, book credits. So, sa book debits, receipts, 72,000. So, meron tayo nun dito. But the problem is yung book credits, yung book disbursement, question mark. Pero still, kaya nating ma-determine yan. Tama ba? Working back lang yan. So, 216. Okay, ang receipts, di ba, pina-plus yan. Pero since working back tayo, minus. Ang beginning balance, pina-plus. Pero working back tayo, minus ulit. So, you will get 14,640. So, tama. Yun nga yung disbursement. 14,640. Okay, para magbalanse ka dito. Okay? Plus mo to, minus mo to, you will get this one. Okay? Tara yun? So, dito naman tayo sa book side. Apply mo lang yung natutunan mo sa Bank Recon, CM plus DM minus. Okay? So, dito, ang CM natin, yung notes collected by bank. So, for the month of May, 12,000 plus mo yon. So, May ka muna ha, May. Tapos, may bank charge dito, DM tayo. So, 1,560 for the month of May, bawas. Ito yon. Then, NSF check, bawas yan, 7,800. Ito yon for the month of May. Then, you will get the adjusted balance. So, if you will notice, 161,280, no? Okay? Parehas lang yan dyan. Okay? Next. Sa June naman, notes collected 42,000 plus. Okay? Bank service charge 2,040 minus. NSF check 8,640 minus. Okay? Klaro po ba? Hang muna natin tong book error. Hang muna natin. Okay? Next, ano yung other impact niya sa receipts and disbursement? So ulit, yung notes collected ng May, okay, hindi pa na i-record sa libro, pero malamang for the month of June, mare-reflect na yan sa libro. Okay? Kasi alam na nilang meron silang dapat i-adjust eh. Pero magagawa na nila yon normally next month na, sa June na nga. Okay? May dapat pero nalaman lang nila sa June, so dun nila ni-record. Tama ba? Pero again, ang objective natin sa baba, dapat yung mga balancing makikita natin dyan, pertaining lang talaga sa current month. So, yung 72,000 dito, nag-reflect yung receipts na 12,000, pero related yun sa May. So, that's why binawas natin. Okay? Tapos yung nakolekta ng bangko for the month of June, na hindi pa nag-reflect sa libro natin, normally, marerecord natin yan next month pa, July. Di ba? Pero as we prepare proof of cash, alam natin dapat sa June yun. That's why pagdating sa receipts na column, okay, receipts column, idagdag na natin yung 42,000 kasi talagang para yan sa June. Okay? Again, kinukuha natin yung balance sa June dun sa bottom line pertaining only to June. Okay? Same with bank charge ng May. Okay? Mare-record yan ng company as disbursement next month na. No? So, disbursement ng June na yan. Pero again, ang bottom line natin, ito dito, dapat ang makuha lang or ang mag-appear lang dyan pertaining talaga sa June. Sa June lang. Okay? So, yung 1,560 na record sa libro as disbursement, part na siya ng 14,640, no? Eh, sabi nga natin, hindi eh. Hindi dapat yan mapasama kasi ang objective natin sa baba, pertaining lang dapat sa June. Eh, May yan eh. So, ibawas natin. Tama? Tapos, yung bank charge nung June, yes, bawas yan. Dapat na-consider yan sa June. So, dapat i-add natin as disbursement dito sa proof of cash under June. Kasi June naman talaga siya. Okay? So, same pattern, same approach pagdating sa NSF kasi pare silang debit memos ni bank charge. Okay? Next, ito, may book error. Okay? Sa book error, sabi dito, understatement of book receipts. So, kulang. Pero take note for the month of June yan. So, dagdagan natin yung June balance, 3,360. Eh, understatement yung book receipts. So, therefore, dagdagan din natin yung receipts, 3,360. Okay? Kasi, for the month of June naman talaga yan eh. So, tama lang na idagdag natin siya to arrive on our objective na dapat lahat to pertaining to June. Tama? So, do the math. If you will notice, parehas yan, no? Lahat. Hindi halos lahat. As in lahat. Adjusted balance ng prior month, receipts, disbursement, and the current month, parehas yan for book and bank side. Okay? Pag nangyari yan, magdiwang ka kasi balanse ka. Okay?